So we were just sitting here watching a movie, and then we heard a loud bang at the bow of our boat, and we go outside, and another boat had drifted off of its mooring and crashed into us. We don't know the extent of our damage to our boat yet. Hopefully there's none, or very minimal. But man, it was a loud, loud bang. Over the last 3 months, SV Acadian has been anchored and moored here in Luperon. It's a slice of paradise, but it's also taking its toll. The warm, lush tropical waters are a cause for constant routine maintenance and bottom cleaning. The harbor is a well-known protected spot to keep your boat during hurricane season, but in the past couple weeks, numerous boats have broken off their moorings, including ours. So something we have to do about every 3 weeks here is clean the bottom of our dinghy. The growth is pretty exponential. Yeah, I guess it's because we're in the tropics.
Yeah, the water here it's saltwater's fouled, and we don't pick the dinghy up on the davits every day because our davits aren't strong enough to lift the dinghy with the engine on it. We use a dinghy every day, so we'd be taking the engine off every single day. We're just not gonna do that
multiple times a day, so that's just kind of unrealistic.
Yeah.
So what we do is we just bring it to the beach every 3 weeks and get all the barnacles off.
Yeah, clean it.
Yeah, it's still better than mowing the grass every 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll eventually hopefully fix the davits to where they can hoist the dinghy or get a lighter dinghy.
Yeah, lighter dinghy. I
would
think.
be better.
Lighter dinghy.
Yeah.
But that's for another day.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so here it is after 3 weeks in the water in Luperon. Yeesh.
Hungry?
There's like edible stuff on there.
Probably so, dude.
Oh, man.
So we're here in Luperon, Dominican Republic. We've been sitting on a mooring ball for, I don't know, maybe a couple of months now. And so we're having to have the bottom of our boat clean just to keep all the barnacles and grass and nasty stuff from growing on it. So we've been paying the Dominicans to do the work, $1 a foot to clean your bottom. So that's inexpensive, but for the Dominicans, it's good money. The average salary is like 20 bucks a day here, I think. Yeah, 20 bucks a day. That's twice his average salary on a 40-foot boat. So we've got a guy here cleaning our boat now. But check out their compressors that they use to clean these boats. It's actually extremely innovative. So it's just an air compressor mounted on top of a keg, like a beer keg, with a dive hose down to the diver. So, there you go. We're gonna do that. Hey, Steve.
Estrechito, o sea, que tiene que ser un poco más alto, sí. ¿No? Ya, más, more. Lo traigo ahora.
Un momento.
Give me hammer, please.
Hammer. Okay.
A ver.
Hammer?
Yeah, let me check.
Very innovative people, and they do a great job too. One of our first projects, a really simple project. This switch here is the switch that controls the water sump. Drains the water out of the sump whenever the shower fills up after we take a shower. The switch no longer works. The little rubber boot on the switch actually broke, and I think water got inside of it, and that's what ruined it. Anyways, to replace the switch, the first thing you gotta do is remove the boot. And it was already loose because I was working on it to try and figure out what was wrong with it. So take the boot off. You Just grab the switch, pull it out the back. Like so. So there it is. There she is. Yeah, it's squeaky too. Not supposed to be squeaky. This is the cable that connects to the switch. So really, you touch these two together and the pump turns on. Pump runs, break it, pump stops running. So that's all a switch does. All the cabling Beneteau had installed is just bare copper cable, which is not a good thing for a boat, really. What happens with bare copper cable is over time it'll corrode, and if the corrosion gets bad enough, the cable can actually get hot enough to catch on fire. I have actually been going through and replacing some of this old cable when I find runs of it that are in bad condition. So I'm just going to strip this back and put new connectors on, and I'm going to use some dielectric grease to try and minimize the corrosion, to slow it down at least. Take the grease and put it inside the connector, like so. Alright, new connectors are crimped on. We're going to terminate the connectors on the switch. Take a little bit of that dielectric grease, place it where the connector is going to go. Alright babe, turn on the pump. There we go. That seems to work.
Lord, a boat just drug into us and hit us on our bow. So Jared's going over there. There's a couple other cruisers trying to catch it. It's drifting into the mangroves. Bounced off of us and then drifted into the mangroves. Oh Lord. So yeah, this boat was ahead of us for, God, 2 months now? And just all of a sudden, it's not even that windy and just drug right into us. We haven't assessed the damage yet. Just trying to get it secure first. So it looks like they brought it to the dock over there. And our dinghy is not working well today. We're not sure what's wrong with it, but I think they got it, but I think Jared's also being towed back. Yep, Jared's getting towed back. So how'd that go?
I went okay. There's nobody on board this stupid thing. Apparently it's an abandoned boat, they were telling us.
Oh, so it's just been sitting there on that mooring for
forever. Like they know who owns it, but it's just been abandoned.
So y'all brought it to that dock over there?
Yeah, we docked it. There's a dock over there, so we docked it.
That was scary, huh?
Well, yeah, you sitting there watching the show and you get smashed into by another boat.
Yeah.
There's nobody on it, you're sitting there, and we're just sitting here. Sheesh. What do you think? Do we have a hole in our boat? And are we sinking?
Yeah, I checked that already.
First thought, is our mooring jeopardized? Are we gonna go floating off in the freaking abyss? So one thing you do when you're in a mooring field, it's important, is to keep the keys in the ignition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anything happens, you can go and start your engine, or if somebody else has to get on your boat, because if there were keys in the ignition of that boat, they could have just started it and we could have driven it
To that other mooring.
Nope, no keys. Alright, so if you look here, Holly and I earlier today were anchored right about there. Not anchored, moored. We're on mooring balls here. We're sitting down below, we're working on paying our bills. We like felt and heard this like thud noise, like a pump, just like a very light thump noise. So, and Holly immediately said, "What the f was that?" Right, woman? What'd you say?
Well, I didn't do it in that stupid voice.
But say it how you said it.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, there you go, just like that. So Holly said, "What the f was that?" I hurry up and run up to the cockpit, and it's extremely obvious that, our mooring broke off. So we're all of a sudden adrift in this mooring field, and there's boats everywhere, right? So we jump out in the cockpit, turn the engine on. The guy on the boat next to us, who has helped us twice now, the second time he's helped us, so we got to bring him a bottle of wine or something. Thanks, Alf, appreciate it a lot. He's like, "Yeah, just go to that mooring over there." So we motored to the mooring that we're on now. We were over there, and now we're right here. So tomorrow, there is a dock way back in this little canal right here. This is called the Love Canal, and it's actually the hurricane hole. Hurricane is predicted to hit this area. Everybody just crams up into this canal back here. And just so happens this year, a couple of boats that were supposed to be on that dock have canceled, so it's available. So we have rented the dock space. We got lucky to be the ones to get it.
Okay, so after being hit by a boat that broke off of its mooring and breaking off of our own mooring, we have decided that we're tired of the mooring field. We were lucky enough to find a dock at a private residence that we can spend the rest of hurricane season.
This will be the first dock that we tie up to in
Great Iguana? Or Nagua?
We were on a dock in Great Nagua, so that's, I don't know, good 3 months. And it's got electricity. It's got power. And it's got water too.
Yeah, I'm excited to be on a dock.
Yeah, me too.
Just be able to step off, go for a run.
Run the air conditioner. Air conditioner.
Check it out. It's gonna be pretty sweet just being able to step off the boat and be able to get some work done. Gonna spoil ourselves for a little bit. So Jared's just taking a bike to go get some cash to pay the lady for our dock space. And then I'm probably gonna make some lunch here in a minute. We're gonna go to the store probably later this week and get some more citronella and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes this evening. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty sweet spot. How are you enjoying that air conditioning?
Dude. Oh my lord. That is amazing. We haven't had AC in since we left the United States.
Yep. What do you have to say to those people who say real sailors don't need air conditioning?
That's bullshit. Guess I'm not a real sailor. I don't know what to say. I like air conditioners. Really glad to be here.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. To air conditioning.
To air conditioning.
You take a sip?